Yeah, it's a good effort tonight for him. It's out of his comfort zone to work mid-race like that in town, but the tempo of the race was so slow that we're going to have no hope sitting back. And we just chanced their arm and surprisingly found the front, and he fought him off strongly.
This horse here, as I alluded, he's got a very good record. He's run some great races against some good horses. There was a little period there where he just seemed like he lost his way a little while, but certainly at his best, he's a very nice horse.
Yeah, that's right, Robbie. He hit a flat spot like a lot of them do. He come through 3-year-old grade and he's lowered grade races quite quickly and then hit a bit of a flat spot, but his last couple have been quite good, and hopefully he can continue on that way.
One of his strengths is, as you mentioned, when you can just hold him up and let down with one big run. Tonight had to do it a different way, which is pretty pleasing.
Yeah, that's right, especially against, I'm not saying it's the strongest field tonight, but, against the strongest field that he's met for a while, and he done it sort of on more than one occasion, so that was pleasing.
Yeah, no, both really nice fillies, Rob. It was, harder driven the other filly both her starts and this one last week, so it was hard to make a choice, but draw probably just swayed it a little bit and just worked out right. But this one, she's still, green. She didn't know sort of to race much in front, but, they ran a super half, and the run should do her good for next week, and also the other filly too.
Very much so. And this girl, probably first time she's led. I mean, both her starts so far, she hasn't led. And as we know, sometimes with the babies, they can have a bit of a look around and get a little bit lost out in front. And just looking her the way she was racing, it just appeared she was still learning the cape of leading.
Yeah, that's true. She's a big raw girl, and she sort of a lot like Frith in her early days. She used to gawk around a lot when Bruce used to drive her and train her, and this one seems to be a lot like this, like her, and hopefully she can go on to reach the same heights that she did.
Very good win tonight, Anthony.
Yeah, good, Rob. She's had a race without much luck the last couple of starts, so back to the mobile tonight and short distance, it's right up her alley.
Yeah, it seems that way, doesn't it? I sort of give the impression that she's a bit of a speedy horse that doesn't mind the sprint trips.
No, that's right. She went really good at Shepparton one night. She beat a really good field in similar circumstances when she led and run along, and it does seem to suit her. She gets in a rhythm and, can hold her speed for a fair while.
She's done a good job, over 100,000 in career earnings.
Yeah, she has, yeah. She's, a lovely mare and, I don't think she's finished yet either.
No, plenty more to come, only a 5-year-old. Where do you see her future racing career heading forward?
Oh, she'll just mooch forward, through the grades. Brent's really good at placing them and he'll find the right races for her and, eventually you'd like to think she'd sort of reach free-for-all level, but, hopefully that's down the track a bit.
He just continues to defy all odds. He's racing in career best form. He just continues to produce great performances, and he's been able to do it again tonight, Chris.
Yeah, he's been, good old horse, Dean, since he's come down. He, races really well at cup level. He's not quite good enough to win a cup, but he always, up third, fourth, second, and when he drops back to claimers, you can just drive him a bit better than him, and he's good enough to win.
Yeah, and he did that again tonight, put him in the race, and he was very strong hitting the line.
Yeah, he got around. He had to zip up a bit to get there, but got a nice breather once he got there, and then kicked up the straight really well.
She's been a wonderful filly, mare, racehorse altogether. She's probably given you a few headaches in her mannerism, but at the end of the day, as long as she's winning and racing well, Bruce, that's all that counts.
No, she's terrific, and she's taking us on a wonderful trip, that's for sure. And it'll be interesting. I think the others will improve as time goes on, but she'll keep improving, I think, yeah.
Yeah, no, good effort tonight. Gavin didn't waste any time working to the lead. I would imagine that was the pre-race tactics, was it?
That's where she likes to be, I think.
Better horse in front?
Well, the driver's instructions are very simple. Go to the front and keep improving,
Fantastic. And tell me a little bit about this girl, how you came about having her.
Well, I was extremely lucky. I bought a mare from Kevin Seymour from Queensland, and Heaven's trend was a foal-at foot. And I was interested in the mare and interested in the bloodline, and I was lucky enough to be able to buy the mare. And as I say, she came along for the ride, and she's turned out the way she has. I think Kevin's pretty grumpy about it, but he's got enough.
I would imagine that any pre-race plans that you had was probably thrown out the window and had to re-script it as the race unfolded.
Yeah, it was pretty hard to have a pre-race plan in that race, Rob. You know, you go back at the start and you think you're 40 off them, but if the lead time's quick, then you're still in it. And initially I was going to go follow them through, and then Storm for the Boys got through under me here, so it made up my mind pretty easily. And then, as it turned out, it was a blessing for me and not for him. He was stuck wide for some time, so it all worked out well in the end.
I must admit, I was enjoying watching the race tactically because, as you mentioned, there was plenty of tactics going on between drivers and jostling in positions and when to make your move, when not to make your move. And you always can be certain when Lance Justice is out in front, there's no easy race for anybody because Lance, true to his style, he led and he kept running and he wasn't going to hand up to anything. And that obviously made the job for the back horses a lot more challenging.
Yeah, that's right. And, you know, these are the races that people love to watch. These are the sort of races that we'd like to have on, you know, all the time, and where the speed's on and it's exciting and there's moves are plenty. And, yeah, no, it was good, you know, just to be able to, for him to be able to do that tonight. He's been in terrific form and obviously, you know, pretty keen to get on the 3 wide line and so nothing could really get there before me. We had to go pretty early, but, yeah, it worked out well.
And certainly the drivers get tested when it comes to their decision making, but this horse here, it's like Mount Everest gets put in front of him each week and the mountain gets a bit higher, but he continues to climb it and he climbs it like a true champion. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. No, you know, obviously last week it looked like it could turn out to be an easy race on paper, which it certainly didn't in the end. In reality, it was a very tough run for the horse, and it gave me the utmost confidence going into tonight, coming back to 1,700 metres. Tonight looked like it was going to be tough, and it proved that way. But yeah, the fact that the horse came through last week so strong over the middle distance, I had the utmost faith that he could pull it off again tonight.
Yeah. I was actually talking to Bernie Blackshaw not long ago at Wangaratta, who of course is a breeder of this particular line under the mattress. She was a lovely mare, wasn't she? She was pretty speedy, but she's done a marvellous job at stud.
Yeah, enormous. Yeah, just yeah, that's been unbelievable. Nice enough race.
Certainly has, and sometimes it's never easy to do it. When you've got that golden brood mare, they can certainly do a great job. And tough win tonight. You had to do it the tough way, and she did deliver the job.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, look, she travelled nice in the run. She was always feeling really well, and you know, like we weren't going that hard, which was good. And then we just pushed the button halfway around the corner to make it a sprint race, and I thought I'd try and get going before Gav got out, but as it turned out, she was just too strong anyway.
Well done, Zac.
Yeah, thanks, Rob. I mean, he's a pretty smart horse, I think. He's just got to learn what racing's all about. I mean, I think he's a veteran of 5 starts. So, you know, in time, I think his manners will get better and you'll see a different horse in another 6 months.
Yeah, look, he's come a long way in a short time, hasn't he? 5 starts only for a 5-year-old. What was the background behind this horse prior to getting to Australia?
You know, Adam does his New Zealand form quite well and he found this one, and I mean, I got to say a big thank you to the owners. They've been extremely patient with Adam because he's had a lot of problems since coming over from New Zealand, and they're a great bunch of people. And you know, without the owners behind you, it's very hard to find horses like this.
And a good win tonight, Anthony.
Yeah, did it well, Robbie. You know, bowled along in front, and once he could, you know, held them out early, it was, you know, game over probably. So no, he did it well.
Yeah, he's a good mobile horse. Just talking to one of the owners, Tony Calabria there. Just a pity at the moment, just can't get him right in the standing start conditions, and it's probably something that might stop him going a little bit further than what he's capable of. But certainly, he's got the ability.
Yeah, I think he'll come to it. He's just he just gets a bit excited on race night. He wants to get on with the job. So, you know, with a bit of experience, you know, a bit more racing, you know, it wouldn't surprise me because he is a lovely gated trotter, and yeah, so hopefully he'll come right.